Hey everybody, welcome back to Media and Excel. We're here on our Amazon again. We're going to continue with the 105 Ubers and maybe even do some of the 110s. Um, I did want to talk about this actually. Uh, there's another set that I plan on using. Um, the weird set, Astroga's Moon. Um, it consists of amulet, belt, and boots. The Amazon set consists of a helmet, chest piece, uh, weapon and shield, so we can use it in conjunction with our Amazon set. And the set gives a ton of poison pierce and poison spell damage, as well as other stuff. I just wanted to show, I had talked briefly in another video about not being sure whether or not poison spell damage works. We just take a look, we have 19 to 24k. This gives us 18% spell damage. That goes from to 22 to 27. So poison spell damage does indeed increase our overall damage. This does lower our stats a tiny amount, and it's one less all skill. The amulet can roll 0 to 2 all skills, as well as the poison spell damage can roll up to 30, and the pierce can roll up to 15. So this isn't a very well rolled version of the amulet, but it's there. It's something, and it is more damage. So that means that we do want poison spell damage. It will increase the damage of Curare, so that's what we'll be doing. Still in the same game, so we'll run up and continue on here. Our next Uber is going to be after we collect all the pieces of the staff. So we got a bit of ways to go still. Let's go ahead and do that just to get our mercenary back with us. It means that our only rare or potentially sacred unique item is going to be gloves and rings. Every other piece is going to be a set piece once we can find it. We will farm sets in Kuros 3000 once we get there, which isn't too far away. I believe it's 115 or is it 110? I can't remember. But it's an Act 3 through the Trojan jungles. So once we can go there, it'll be a good place. It has increased chance to drop sets, so we'll farm that a whole bunch and try and get some set pieces. See if we can't finish off the sets that we're using. We are finally in Far Oasis here. So let's go. We got the waypoint and the maggot lair is right here. Act 2 is one of the quickest. We get through this nice and easy. We will put our... Don't have points to put in there, so we'll put... we're 110, so we'll put a point into Indomitable to make sure no matter what, we always have at least 50% block chance. So nothing can bring our block chance below 50. Which previously, so there were some changes that were made in this patch. All of the bosses that used to reduce your base block chance now reduce your maximum block chance. So the fact that we can't go below 50 now means that we can effectively ignore the bosses that will lower our block chance. Now, if we want to go above 50%, then that would still be a problem. In here? It is. So it would still be a problem in that scenario. But what do we have here? Oh, nice. Also not a bad amulet. Not for us. Not really used for us. Uh, saw damage to necrobots there. Cold resist in armor. So you need cold res. No, it's mostly lightning res that you need. When we get to the point where we're fighting necrobots, which we'll get to eventually, not for a while, I believe. Start seeing those in FOTS, which is 125. It might be useful when we get there, but we can ignore that for now, basically. I also want to keep my eye open for sacred armor bases to make Dragonheart in. So I want to make it a couple times until I can get a good HP roll on it. The rest of the rolls I don't really care about, but the hit points I do care about. And considering how terrible we rolled, I wouldn't mind getting, when we start getting we have some things that give us percent max HP, so getting bonus flat max HP scales pretty well with those. So the difference between 550 and 650 is pretty significant when you take all of those into consideration. Still pick up tiered uniques for arcane crystals. We'll need arcane crystals for doing our jewel crafting and whatnot. They are energy. He doesn't use a shield, so can't exactly give him the lightning res from that. We're going to have to play it super careful here. We have died every time we have gone into this fight, I'm pretty sure. And you can't put a portal up inside the fight, so I'll put one up right outside the fight. Town portal and teleports disabled. As long as I'm dodging the meteors, we should be okay. Speaking of... Oh, right. There we go. So that's a sacred armor base. Even quilted armor is strength of required 500. So not great, obviously. Um, it is defense 5.8k compared to the 4.8, and this has a ton of enhanced defense scaling. So there's our Staff of Kings. This we can put away up here. I have another one of them as well, so I got 2 of these. Okay, a lot of perfect topazes that we don't really need. Nothing that gives lightning res, unfortunately. And this armor we will set aside. What I'm going to do is talk to Drognan. We're going to buy an oil of renewal. We're going to see. This has to go no sockets. Good. Okay, we got 1 physical res 46, so not bad. We'll hold on to that as a base. When you use an oil of renewal, it's either going to be 0 or max sockets. There's no in between. I'll talk to Drognan again. Talk here. Okay, here is our next Uber. Ta-da. So, this is going to be... I don't think I'm going to kill this guy very fast, so I'll actually have to go and do his mechanics. There's 2 main mechanics to this boss fight that you need to worry about. One is going to be similar to a mechanic we've seen in the past. In fact, it's the exact same thing. Storm Tree is a boss that always appears right outside of Lower Kurost, and he has these circles of lightning that appear, and then if you're standing inside of it, when it goes off, you take a bunch of lightning damage. That is the same thing in this fight. Those will appear all over the boss fight, and they will track you. And then the boss will also shoot out multiple beams of lightning that spin around. It's a lot of lightning damage here, which means my mercenary is going to die for sure. But yeah, let's go ahead. We'll Bloodlust, get into it. So, as long as we're not standing inside any of those, we're good. And as of 2.0, there's actually some harder versions of this boss that we can fight as well. And that is Riftwalker. Ow. So we got Riftwalker I, which gives us 1 to all skills and 15% experience gain. We'll leave here just so we don't die to lightning. I don't believe that rolls at all. I think it's just flat. Yes. Then there are 2 harder versions, as we can see here. The Greater Riftwalker and the Ascendant Riftwalker, which both, as you can see here, we can cube this after we beat those bosses. Those are higher tiered bosses. We'll get to those later, but basically it's 1 all skill and experience gained. So not bad. Okay, let's continue on to the Arcane Sanctuary. There is that Rift Storm again. The the Ascendant Riftwalker, the Riftwalker 2, you have to beat that fight without taking damage from those. So you have to make sure none of those ever deal damage to you. And then in the third one, I believe you have to do the same thing and then also keep one of the ads from the fight alive, which is not easy. Although Riftwalker 3 is 130 the boss, I think. It's a 130 boss, or is it a 125 boss? They're later, we'll deal with it when we get to it. We have a fair bit of grinding. Oh, what's the level? Go on in. Okay, it means it's up to the top left. Did we level up? No, we did not. Clicked off the window there for a second. We still have one more of the 105s to do, but we're actually going to be doing a 110 before that, just because of where it is. Now, you don't have to do, you could do all of the 1.5s, and then go do the 110s. It doesn't matter the order that you do them in, really. So if you're not level 110 yet, you can always come back to do the 110s. That arrow storm deals a lot of damage. There we are. We are in Circle, which is this one? No. Circle's the bottom right, isn't it? That was the first one we had. No, it's not. That's Circle with the thingy. Okay, it's over on the left side then. Oh, wow. It's the last one. We're gonna go summon our mercenary. And we'll head into Talrasha's tomb. Now. I think that's it up top. Those slow-moving orbs you saw shooting out of me, by the way, those are the Punishers from the amulet. They are a pretty small proc chance, only 2% on strike, but they deal poison damage, so they're just extra damage. Okay, here's Zoltan Cool. Who's going to open the portal for our first 110 Uber. So, this is Canyon of the Magi, the Binding of Baal. This one sucks. We are going to be fighting Talrasha. The idea of this is we're going back in time. We're going to be transformed into Baal, which means we're going to use his movement and his attack frames, which suck. The way this fight works is if Talrasha is near any of the adds in the fight, he is invulnerable. So we have to kill everyone else in the arena first, and then we can kill Talrasha. So we'll see how this goes. So we want to play it safe and just kill all of the Herodric mages. Our mercenary died, like, almost immediately. But after we kill, see how Talrasha has immune to all damage, is because he is near a Herodric mage, which he is not here, so we will go ahead and just kill him. We have a reanimate tanking damage for us here, thankfully. Oh, oh, I clicked off, don't do that. I don't want to use Impale here because I want to kite him as much as possible, because he deals a lot of damage, and we are not super tanky yet. Because we're not blocking, we're not getting the spell absorb, the elemental absorbs that we have. And sometimes you got to play it super safe like this. If we die, we have to remake the game. So there we go. Scroll of Kings. So we got 18 all attribute, 10 spell damage. So not bad. As you can see, that spell damage includes our poison. So we want that. Let me double check here what the rolls on this are. So it can roll up to 20% all attributes, 16 to 20, and 10 spell damage. It goes 8 to 10. So we got max. We're 2 off of the all attributes. But you can see that gives us almost 100 dexterity and like 60 strength. So, damn good. We might we'll come back and try this again another time. Let's head back to Lucal Lane and get our mercenary for this fight. Duriel shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Ooh. Okay, we'll sit back. That does a lot of damage. We are out of potions. We died. Okay. He'll still be at half health when we go back in. That's why we put the portal up. Buy a couple of those. We'll get our mercenary to tank for us again. That is his main job, is to tank and crowd control. Oh, it resets the rock shower as well. Yeah, we can't tank the rock showers. I am looking for Bale. How did you know? Okay, that is Act 2 done.
Will this madness ever end?
Greet Gerent. Hello. Hello.
All right. We'll reveal the map. We'll go get our mercenary back.
Hello there. Hello.
Oh, not higher. So, next up is going to be um, Death Projector for our final 105. I want to show this off real quick as well. If we head down here, we have a portal down here to the Tarojan Jungle, level 110. And we are 110, so we can go there. But we're not going to go there quite yet. I want to finish off our 105s first. Let's double check where we're going. That will be Arachnid Lair, that has the waypoint. That'll be Spider Cavern. We want to go up the right-hand side. No, we need to go left-hand side. Right-hand side is Great Marsh. So we want to go straight up. We'll grab the waypoint. We'll hit Spider Cavern, and then we'll go right up for Flare Jungle. And that's Swampy Pit, which is where we want to go for the next Uber. We have the Arachnid Lair. Don't need to go in there. Nothing over this way, actually. A lot of fire damage. I got double hit by the rings.
What can I do for you?
It's a good thing I grabbed the waypoint. Saved myself a little bit of running. Barbarian warrior set. Nice. I don't think I have that. Another piece to add to the collection. I've not really spent too much time playing Barbarian on Median XL. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab our Flare Jungle waypoint and head into the Swampy Pit. So, this fight has some weird stuff going on with it. We can go, yeah, it's in floor 2. The actual boss itself is not very difficult. It just shoots a line in a circle around itself that deals a massive amount of damage. So you want to be constantly circling him. As well as there's a ton of ads in the fight that are unkillable. So, a tanky mercenary like this is very good, although I think it might be lightning damage, so he might get absolutely wrecked. Because he still has 0 lightning res. But I'm not 100% sure what Death Projector damage type is. Careful now. Holy crap. And that is why I don't play hardcore. If I played hardcore, it'd be a pretty short series. Okay, Proving Grounds. It's another 105. So yeah, all of the enemies in here, what we're going to want to do is run up to the top corner. We're going to aggro all of them, run up to the top corner, and then we're going to try and run away as fast as we can. If we run away fast enough, they'll de-aggro off of us and stay up there. It's okay if some don't de-aggro, but we want to try and de-aggro as many as we can. But we also don't want to kill ourselves. So, then we're going to just head to the boss and kill him. Any ones that do aggro onto us still, we'll be able to let the mercenary tank it, hopefully. Okay. Now there is a 20-second lock. As you can see, here's the enemies. They're unkillable. Here is the death projector. It's we are going to, like I said, try and aggro all of them up top here. Death box here, and we'll run away. And will he survive? He does. We only got one of them, and they're attacking him. He should still live. Yeah. Okay, good. Easy. So there's only two of them attacking him. We managed to lose most of them. What we can actually do is stand right behind him so that he just blocks it for us. So you can also just do that. And there we go, Death Projector. If we take a look down here, we have Vizjun is 125. So we'll have to come back here for Vizjun a little later. Go ahead and take a look at the laser focus crystal. We rolled 3 max life, 10 max mana. What a troll. That's the exact opposite of what we want. Oh no, it's actually flat. Never mind. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else that rolls 3 to 5 for the life. It's just the experience that rolls, and it's 6 to 10, so 8% is fine. Don't need to worry about 2% XP gain. Fill up on potions. Do we have any more warrior set pieces? We have 2 pieces of berserker. Oh, we do have the boots for the weird set. Oh, okay. And we will have to get the, I wasn't aware that I had this. We just need the belt then. That's all we're missing. That's cool. It does have minus 100 life on the boots, which is a lot. But 7 poison spell damage, 8 pierce. Also has the 12 life steal. We miss out on the 20% attack speed and the 15% dex. But let me double check. The boots can roll up to 12% move speed, 5 to 45. Sorry, 5 to 45 move speed, up to 12 life steal, 0 to 1 all skills. We didn't roll any all skills. Poison spell damage is 6 to 15. Poison pierce is 6 to 15. So we rolled. These are like terribly rolled. The minus enhanced defense is not bad on it though. The 2-piece for this set is 2 max poison res, 75 poison res. So not too bad. Let's see. We also just double checking the pieces and the set bonuses. Yeah, so the full set gives you 25 poison pierce, 23 into amatoxin, which is an O skill that gives you flat poison damage on your attacks. So huge, and then slows target 5%, whatever. We don't really care. Yeah, the boots are a little rough. We'll put those on. Those will be the last piece that we put on, most likely. I have the full barbarian throwing set too. Yeah, don't have any other pieces that I'm looking for. Pull and hell. and spiritual shrine. Okay. Next up, we'll start heading off to Lower Kurast. I think I need 110 to get the portal here. I think it's 110. We'll see, I suppose. Oh. I think I have 2 of these. Either way, it's not very useful for... Yeah, it's the Cataclysm O skill. I think that's my second one, but I could be wrong, so... Drop a portal here, and then we'll just go grab the waypoint in Lower Kurast, and then come back. We're almost there. As you can probably tell, the EXP slows down quite a lot at this point as well. So the levels are nowhere near as long. The max level is 150. I don't think I've ever got a character past 130. The grind takes a while. So this, yeah, Chaldean Portal is 110. So we have another town here. A whole other separate town. Yeah. Pretty cool. We'll be coming back there later for some other stuff, but we don't need to worry about that for now. Oh, you know what? I never picked up the jade figurine off of the spider cavern. That's where that's where it would have dropped. Unique jewel. Probably not a good one, but we'll take a look. Storm shard. There's some pretty good higher level ones which can drop, but they're so much less likely to drop than the lower level ones. It's pretty heavily weighted. We'll have to run back to the spider cavern as well. Because that 50 flat life is not something you want to miss. It's not like it's the end of your character if you miss it or something, but it's very useful to have. Thankfully, we got one of the better layouts, I think. Didn't we? go all the way from the outside. Yeah, okay. I always get lost in these.
Goody. You
Go grab the lower Kurast waypoint, and then let's go run back into Spider Cavern to pick up the Jade figurine. But because we have so many percent life increases here, you'll see what I mean. Even though it's only 50 HP, we're not going to go up to 460 or 4620. It'll be higher than that. So it'll be a percent increase on it.
What would this bring from the right buyer?
So the portal takes us to Chaldeum now instead of
this is
here.
good day.
So we want to finish off the quests here first, but then we can just use Chaldeum. And that's where we'll find some of the other Uber bosses. Some later stuff into the game is there.
It's bait from the. What can I do for you?
Cool. So if we take a look, our health goes from, you'd think it would go to 4,620, but 4,626. Remember, the flat life bonuses are additive, not multiplicative. So let's go store our shrines. Okay. Brain. Storm Shard we'll put over here with the other random uniques. We have the Boulder, Storm Shard, and Demon Stone. This we will put in here. I'll move it on to my Sorcerer, or my Sorceress, rather. Okay. Lower Kurast. We actually have another 110 Uber coming up soon. That it was a new one they added. That I should be okay for. Because the fight is mostly poison damage. Which I have a ton of poison length reduction and 80% poison res, so I should be good. We of course want to get Lamessen's Tome for the stats as well. Never want to miss that. Rune Temple. Nice. There is our 111. Everything's going to go into dexterity. Drop a portal here and then go find the waypoint. It's, of course, way up in the top corner. It's right by the exit to Upper Kuros, though, so that's nice. Sacred Greaves and an amulet. Where did the Greaves fall? Up there. I wonder if the amulet is the weird amulet or the sorcerer amulet. Because if it's the weird amulet, it might be a better roll than ours. We can get up to 2 skills, we only have 1. So the amulet is indeed the sorceress amulet. And these are the dragon boots, which I will check the rolls for, but I think we already have. We do. Let's compare. These ones have more move speed, but less ED. These ones have better LE res. There are these ones. Can we talk to the people required? We can. Cool. That gives us the extra 10 stat points there. We have a skill point to spend. We don't have room for it in Cure, so we'll put it in Noxious Mastery. But now we have more for Cure. Now we will hop back over to Ross Bazaar. And like I said, we have another 110 Uber coming up here, so we'll go ahead and do them. Only at 54 minutes. I suppose we are done with the 105 Ubers now, so... Okay. Now, before we do this Uber, which is right here, I'll drop a portal. I'll go grab the Trav waypoint. Cool thing about this Uber is that it doesn't give us a charm. Instead, it just gives us a skill point. Which I think is pretty cool. Got the double shrine buffs here, so we might as well go make use of it. Should be it here, I thought. Is it on the top one? I thought this is where it was. Did they change the location of it, perhaps? Is it in Chaldeum now instead? Let me double check the location of it, because I swore that's where it was. Um, it was moved. It's in Troj Jungles now. Okay. That's where it used to be, but it's in Troj Jungles now. So, never mind then. We'll go on and we'll finish Mephisto. And we'll come back for some 110 Ubers after we're done Mephisto. Hold on, did I kill all three? No, I didn't. There he is. Ugh, terrible layout. Waypoints in the exact opposite direction of the third floor. So we'll drop a portal. All right. Just about done with Act 3 here. Ooh. I was trying to get out of the way, but I got stuck on the chest there. We are looking
Yes?
for...
Now that greetings.
Mephisto not too bad. We have enough leech that we can just face tank a lot of the mechanics. Gotta drink a potion every now and again, but... Okay, we should live, yeah. Okay. Werebear set. I think we already have that.
Success. But still, there's something not right.
Okay. Go summon our guy back. And you know what? We got a little bit of time. I'm gonna go get my 2 extra skill points from here as well. Why not? Bottom right? Yeah. And then in the next episode, we'll finish off, or we'll attempt to do most of the 110 Ubers. Both Akarat and Jitan are in the Taroja jungles. Amazon Storm. I think I have that chess piece already. Just in case I die. Knockback is always super annoying, of course. Oh, Izual, you poor thing. Now, this'll take us to the Diamond Gates. Uh, that we will have to come back once we're 115, because right now we're only 111. We can't enter the portal. But now we can get 2 skill points here, which means Cure Air and another point into Noxious Mastery. So 1 more Noxious Mastery, and then 1 more in Cure Air, and those are maxed. Then, I don't even know, I guess the rest of our points will start going into Impale for our better single target. That, or I can start putting them into the Masteries here for extra physical resist. But we have 35 already, so we have pretty good Phys Res. Perhaps we'll put extra points for now into Balance for extra flat defense, because more defense is always good. Probably what we'll do, yeah. We're already maxed out on Slow's Attacker, I think, so yeah, it's looking pretty good. Whatever points we have in our bonus defense here, once we finish our 120s and kill Bale and get specialization, we'll move some points around and work on maxing out Scorpion Sting and Eviscerate and Noxious Mastery and Cure Air. Being able to get this all the way up to level 20 is crazy. Like, look at that poison damage over 2 seconds. That's an insane amount. It's just crazy. We'll put that point in Dex. Okay. Well, we've made our way through quite a few of our Ubers already. Before we go, I want to double check. Here, I do have it. Let's check the rolls though. Better life roll. And that's basically the only thing that's better. And the defense roll. Okay. Al runes. Don't really need that. See, a lot of these higher runes I have plenty of as well. I got 2 Cham runes. Yeah, not perfect. Jaw runes I do not have very many of, which are 15 enhanced damage, which is obviously going to be better than perfect skulls for damage. Although there might be an option for poison, which I didn't really think about. Poison skill duration and poison spell damage from Ith runes. But the poison MOs will definitely be one we'll want to go with as well. Actually, do we have enough strength to up some of these things now? Before we end the video, I'll go ahead and do that. Double check some of this stuff. So we have 391 strength now, so we should. Check tiered uniques and go down to belts. We need 384 in order to wear worm tongue. So we indeed can up that. We are going to remove the sockets from it.
What do you need?
Hello.
Boom. That's even more poison damage. It's good. And then we'll actually let's double check our resistances. Lightning could get bumped up a little bit, but honestly, I'm going to give that to my mercenary instead. I'll put the percent dex in here. I'll give the amber to my mercenary because he has 0 lightning res. So he needs it more than I do. What about gloves are 4, zealot rush. Let's check boots. They need 436 strength, so not quite. What about my helm? 385. It gives us 35 strength though, so without it we don't have enough. So we can't quite up it yet. We'll need a little more strength first, but we'll start getting some extra all stats from some of the charms we're gonna get. We're still fine on our resistances and stuff. That all looks pretty good. We have more slots for potions now as well. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing. I'll see you all in the next episode.